I think I did that right. I'll make sure that, yep, it's live there. And it looks like Twitch is working as well. So I'll just begin where I left off. I managed to get the red candies working, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's see what I was doing last time. Okay. This is my level 4. Can't train this one, so 16, 16, 14. And I got to this place, which is Westport. And in my notes, Westport was one of the newest areas, but I can get a Route 103 encounter, I think, before I go there. However, before I check that, I want to go into the shop and see if I can get a Thunderstone for Pichu. If it's anywhere, it would probably be up. I'll check here. Sharp horns. Boost attack once, defense. These are held items too. In order to get rare candies, I had to put them into the shop and then give myself infinite money to grab them, since replacing inventory slots didn't seem to work at all. Which is why my money is all out of whack. I think this is up more. I'm not gonna buy any of those. That would just feel like cheating. What is that? That's a Polyrath, okay. From the side it looks pretty strange. The RTMs. But I'm not sure I saw stones. There is another level. But it doesn't look like it does not look like... Oh, was that? Huh. I think that's the round tiger. I'm going to do another once over to make sure I didn't miss anything. Those are the X items. And attack, like, held items. Nothing back there. It doesn't seem like I can actually... Maybe over here? No, isn't this where I just was? Yeah, that's where I just was. Okay, then down here. And there's no more, It's like I can't get a stone. What a shame. This is the docks? It's another place I'm not sure I want to be in yet. Up here. No, this is Route 3. And I'm aware there is a Pidgeotto trainer right here. Now, the level cap is 18. But My Pichu is level 14. So I'm going to get them to level 16 using candies. So nice to have you back, candies. Put them up in front. Ooh, not getting what I want here. Okay, Pidgeotto level 15. Alright, I was right to paralyze you. Let's see if I can sand attack you. That's unfortunate. Go to Rattata. Let's use Hyper Fang now. Okay, paralysis saved me there. I'm just gonna spam Hyper Fang. Body Slam's really good. I'll take that over Tackle. That could have been really bad if I didn't have paralysis procs. But because of that, I get to see this encounter, right? Alright. Nidoran. Oh, and it's a pretty high level as well. Let's just try tossing a ball at it first. Nice. So, Route 103, got a Nidoran female. Let me write that down. Nidoran. Alright, since I don't really want to mess with people up there yet, take a look at my Nidoran first. Nidoran could be great for this gym. Yeah. Their stats are okay. Not great. But I'll definitely take those stats. I'll battle the trainers inside for some stat experience. This time I won't just run into Bugsy. Alright, Spinarak. Let's take him out quick. Caterpie comes out. Give me more stat XP. Level 17. Weedle. Nice. This one still is not Bugsy, so... Okay, get a Pidgeotto. Very nice. I probably don't want... Oh, forgot my mouse was there. Probably don't want Pidgeotto to level up again, but Scyther's pretty strong, so I want to get rid of him. I like how tiny Pidgeotto's head is. It's kind of silly. Ooh, that could have been bad, actually. Wait, maybe this is bad. Pidgeotto's about to be level 19. I'm gonna have to deposit them. I didn't think of this. I didn't realize just how much experience they were getting. There's no way to avoid this now. I'm just going to have to send them in. Well, that's a problem. I might have just bamboozled myself. I'll store the other one too, that I don't need right now. I think I just completely hacked myself by doing that. Well, this is a problem. I think I wipe here now because of that. Very sadly. Uh, if I hadn't... Oh, how was I supposed to know that that trainer had a hair cross and... Ugh, that's such a shame. Because I have to fight Bugsy now, but I only have the Pokemon that I have. Alright, I'll just get them all to level 18. Um... Hmm... I'll get rid of Growl for this one. Attack level 18. And Pichu... I don't think Pichu's gonna be too helpful here, honestly. I'll switch to Nidorina because Nidorina can tank the most. And I'll try it, but I think this is going to end pretty poorly. Now that I had to box a Pidgeotto. Alright, Ladian comes out. Forgot Psybeam. I'll try switching to Pichu here. Come on, you became confused too? Thunderwave? Alright, that's something good. I'm gonna have to make sacks here, so I'm gonna try Sweet Kiss. Even paralyzed, you're faster than me. What a shame. Alright, Rattata, I'll send you out and try to Hyper Fang since you should be faster. You missed with Hyper Fang twice. Really? Okay, I guess really terrible luck. Alright, we wipe here. I can't foresee anything else I can do anymore. Yeah, there's the wipe. I wish Pidgeotto hadn't overleveled, but oh well. Just gotta try again. Alright, I'll take a fire type again. Caber, I think it was called? Caburn. Caber is the evolution. Right, so I have to get to the next town before I can use the candies, but that's okay now. I no longer have to worry really much about that. Thinking about it, I made another misplay during that fight. I could have equipped the berry I had, but I didn't. That could have helped me. Because I had another berry. I got to actually remember to do that. Alright. Go get town map again. Map card. Get down here. First, gotta reset the encounters. I'm doing all this on a text pad, so take all these off. Ooh, accidentally enabled caps lock. There we go. Now, back into the grass. Alright, potion and berry. I'm less bothered about getting an encounter right away now, because I just want to get through the route as fast as possible. Since I think I'm going to be, what do you call it? I am going to be using candies, yeah. That should save me a whole lot of time. PC. There we go. Heal that up. And down here, I think. Yep. I hope I don't get to level 10 through all this. Now that would actually be kind of bad. Now that I think about it, there's a real possibility that'll happen. Because there's a trainer up there with a level 7, isn't there? Oh dear. Yeah, that's level 9. I guess I'll just have to see what experience gains I get. I'll grab the other potion first, so I don't have to walk back to the PC again. Alright, I didn't get burned, that's good. Don't remember if fire types can get burned in this generation. I know the rules for that are kind of weird sometimes. Alright, going to use this potion, because you can be a problem. And there you go. Alright, I don't want to be fighting this guy. There we go. I'll try to avoid him on the way back too. Right now... Oh, I forgot about talking to her. Oh well. I don't remember if I have to... Yeah, I don't have to fight a trainer in order to grab that encounter. So what I'm going to do is enable the cheat for the rare candy. Make a save. And grab my candies. Let's just get 99. And I'll grab like 20 Pokeballs. Don't have to worry about that for a while, and 5 antidotes. Alright, and I'll now disable those. So whoops, that's the wrong menu. Go back and disable candies. Good. No, I believe this is 102. I guess I'm getting 102 first. If I go into where Pokecure. Yeah, 102. Ladybug? Oh, I did not know I could find Ladybug here. Well, that doesn't help me at all for the gym, but I mean, it's an encounter. Ladybug. Alright, written down. I'll get Ladybug to level 8. Oh, level 7. No, level 8, level 8. Because I don't know, how strong I'm going to need to be to take on the trainer down there. In fact, I might even need to avoid him still, because I don't know if Ladybug can take him. So this is Route 101. Check my Pokegear to make sure. Yeah, Route 101. So I could get a Farfetch'd here. That would be nice. Pidgey? I'll take Pidgey. Better than Hoppip. Come on. Give me you. Come on. There we go. Alright. Pidgey to level 8 is what? Oh, 7. Alright, now I'll take on this trainer. Unfortunate that I'm put to sleep. Let's switch to Pidgey. Nice that that missed. Hoot hoot. And Coinper. I have a feeling a crit would be really bad for me right now. And he's faster as well. How close are you to leveling up? 71 experience? It shouldn't level you up if I switch you in, since it's split between everybody. There we go. That's all the trainers. Now heal again. I wrote Pidgey down, right? I did not write Pidgey down. Let me get that. Pidgey. Now I can get the Silent Hills encounter. Which I think there's also... Okay, Pidgey's a dupe, so I don't need to worry about that. Also gonna grab the magnet up here. I guess not. The magnet's not up there. It's Moibel. This time I'm not going to faint it. But it is quite unfortunate that it's Moibel. No, I'm not using a rare candy on you. Pokeball, there we go. Because Moibel isn't good. A dark type is just, being weak to normal types is not something you want to be. Alright, Moibel is caught. Oh, there's nothing up there. What am I doing? I'll go back then. Strange, the magnet wasn't there this time. But I believe that's all the encounters I can get now. So I'll go into the gym after I activate it. Alright, get past all this dialogue. Come on. White apricorn. Yeah, I didn't need that. That item over there, I don't remember what it is. What's this? Bill's house. Yeah. Memory's a little foggy from yesterday. Well, memory from yesterday is a little foggy. Yeah, those are the right words. Alright, Moibel will get some levels real quick. I want to get them to level 8 as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, Pursuit, 8. Let's see how Pidgey will do in this gym. Alright, Spearow should be... well, would have been fine if not for that. Peck and Hack. Okay, Peck isn't super effective, so I can use... I should have been able to use that. Hmm. Well, this is quite unfortunate, isn't it? For the future, do I level up all my Pokemon to 9 before fighting this Spearow of all things? I can't send in, Govern because Govern's level 10, about to become level 11. Due to the experience to 8 up before. If Pidgey gets crit, that's it for them. I should have used Growl. Yep, you go down. Okay, Pidgey, don't get crit. Even though you didn't get crit, you didn't crit yourself and you're not doing anything. The only thing I can do is put in Covern. But Covern's going to get a level from this. Yep. Okay, so I think that's a wipe. That's a death, and I have to deposit Covern now. So death 1. Well, lesson learned, I'll get everybody to level 9 before even attempting to fight that thing. Moibel, they're already dead. And I have to put Covern into PC. Oh, come on, Ladybug and, Pidgey. This is going to be a terrible, horrible fight, I can tell. I really don't trust this, so rare candy. Oh, hey, welcome back. Candy to level 9. Tackle might actually do more damage normally. I think it has a higher base power. Who died already? No, the starter didn't die. It was, I wiped, as soon as I started to Bugsy because my Pidgeotto over-leveled by 1 level, and so I couldn't bring them to the Bugsy fight, which really sucked. One of the gym trainers had a Scyther and Heracross, I think. No, not Heracross. Scyther and Pinsir, and that leveled them up from level 18 to 19 since they were the only one who could take them out. And so I had to deposit them, and then I wiped on Bugsy because of that. Uh, but that's kind of negating part of the challenge. Part of the challenge is managing your experience correctly. Like, I just had to deposit my starter because they overleveled. I like the challenge of having to, what do you call it? Yeah. And I found out I can get Ladybug as an encounter. But, as soon as I got into the fight with this guy, he crit one of my Pokemon, so I had to sack someone. And, oh, thanks. So now I'm going through this fight with just, Pidgey and Ladybug. Managed to get the candies in, though. Elude with, Ladybug and have them sack to get as much damage as possible, since I have a feeling they're not going to be very helpful. And then I'll just try to get as much damage as possible. Alright, quick attack. Yeah, they land crits, not me, as expected. But that does mean Pidgey gets in safely now, and can get this kill for free. I wasn't able to find what encounters are available at night. I have to just hope they miss now. 3. No, no misses, no luck. Alright, on to the next attempt. Grabbing the water type this time. I'll go ahead and reset the encounters too. Luckily, I didn't get very many, so I don't need to worry too much. And losing the first battle doesn't really count, so I'm actually going to take the berry off of you so I can hopefully use it later. Alright, give me the potions and Pokeballs. And then, if there was a shop in the first town, I would be able to use the candies right away. But the only code I could find that worked, used, what do you call it? Replace something in a shop since the bag has changed. Alright, let's see if Policio can wipe these trainers as fast. Or if only the Cub can do it. Hopefully they can, or else the starter option is going to be pretty boring. Alright, gotta check your special attack. Special attack is higher, so dark type is better. We'll be using Bite. Alright, didn't have to use my encounter yet. Last, Bite. Oh yeah, because it's a normal type. Well, it's not very effective, it's probably still better just because, I've been growled at. Well, let's see, actually. Well, that was a crit, so now I can't know. Level 8. See how many trainers I can avoid. Well, I can't avoid you. Just gonna have to go through. Miss tackle. Miss tackle again. Unfortunately, I got the encounter. Just gonna have to chuck balls at it. Okay, managed to get it. This is the encounter for Silent Hills. Thank you. I'll take a look at it. I see. When do we catch Pyramid Head? Is there a Pokemon that looks similar to that in this demo? I haven't seen all of them. Okay, potion use on you. Oh yeah, because the name is Silent Hills. Can't believe I missed that joke. Despite already making a similar one last stream. Someone should add that. That would be really funny. Level 9. I'm going to reach 10, but not quite over once I defeat this person up here. I'm a little worried if I can actually beat them. Dark is weak to dark. Just keeps getting worse. Oh, I could have avoided that trainer. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Just got to avoid this one. There we go. Now, as long as I avoid using Pulsio in the gym, I should be good. Weak to normal, dark, and bug. Resist psychic and ghost. Pretty bad typing overall in this version at least. Alright, see what my 102 encounter is. Ladybug again. That's such a shame. Oh, I forgot to buy more Pokeballs. But this could be bad. Okay, tackle? Okay, I got the Ladybug at least. And right here, I want to place down a save. So there we go. I'll enable the codes for the rare candies. And I'll go pick them up. Sewercraft how to type chart should be reworked. That would be fun. Something I meant to do but completely forgot to do was make a tier list after I finished my Fire Emblem run. I wanted to make a tier list for how good every unit was during the run. I think that would have been fun. One of these, and then just one of these. I want to get you to level 9. And you to level 8. Now I can go grab the, where is it? Okay, Route 101 encounter. Writing on Ladybug for 102. Alright, 101 is Rattata. That means I'm missing out on the 5-floor tower, which is a shame, but it happens. Alright, got Rattata. I'm gonna level him up to 8 as well. And get a little bit of stat experience now on the trainers. Come on, there we go. Quit putting me to sleep. Hoot hoot. I'll switch to the rat. Alright, not. too difficult. One tail whip, quick attack, and quick attack. There we go. Now I can head into the gym. But I will be using a rare candy on the rat. Because the Spearow that I have to fight at the beginning of the gym can just land a crit and end my whole career. Gotta spawn in the gym leader first. Alright, now I can get in there. Doo-doo. Move. Right, now I should be fine because of that. Problem taken care of. For example, you think flying should be removed as a type and levitate should be removed as an ability. On the offensive side, the bird or wings moves of flying type should be coming. Subtype of normal to strong against grass bug and fighting, while retaining all the other effectiveness of the normal type. And wind moves should be changed to air or wind type. And that messes with my brain a bit since I'm so used to the way things are now. I'd love to see it implemented though, just to see what it would be like. I know of ROM hacks that add new types, but not really anything that gets rid of existing ones. Pokemon that fly or float should have the floating tag that completely separates them from their types and abilities, that make them immune to ground type moves so long as they are not grounded or underground. Oh. Well, it sounds complicated at first. When I really think about it, it's not that complicated. You can just think of it as any Pokemon that's floating basically gets levitate. Alright. Make sure that my Pokemon are all the highest level they can be, which they are not. This seems to be the best position I've ever been in to fight the gym leader. Be really funny if I messed it up. Okay, Rattata, level 10. Let's give Pidgey some levels as well. And then Ladybug can be level 10. Makes it so that Pokemon like Magnemite don't need Magnet Rise to not be immune to ground moves, despite clearly always floating in Sprite's model's art or anime. Well, that does check out for a lot of the changes to like uh stuff like that. I feel like is more of a balance thing than a logic thing, and Magneton is 4 times weak to ground normally, and his other ability, I forget what it is. I think it's Magnet Pull, the thing that keeps other steel types in. You have to sacrifice that for Rise, which is a pretty big one. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Right, everybody is here. Who do I want to lead with? I don't really have a... Well, actually, I could give you, okay, if I led with Pidgey, and then Breaks my brain when I have to remember I can use EQ against Magneton or Magnezone. Magnet Rise is a move that... yeah, it's a move. It's not a ability. For some reason, I was thinking of Levitate. Alright. So, Pidgey, Palseo. I think I laid with Pidgey. Because Pidgey can't switch into Pidgeotto. And I kill the Pidgey with my Pidgey. Hopefully without issue. There we go. And I see how many stand attacks I can get off. Okay, as long as I don't get crit, I think I can get one more. Yeah, there we go. Which that's just going to have to be how it is. If I am doing this, like if I want to win without any death, I'm gonna send out Palseo now, because Palseo can have more health than normal. Excellent. Getting lucky. And since you are a normal type, and flying type moves, I'm pretty sure are physical. Yes, they are. Okay. So should I be doing growl or should I be doing tackle? If I do growl, then I could switch in a stronger Pokemon after growling a bit. Honestly, this kind of programming should be easy for Game Freak, even in the GBA, considering Final Fantasy Mythic Quest and the Game Boy can have enemies be immune to Earth magic if they are clearly flying, if you recall correctly. Never played that game, but probably would be. Does Pidgeotto have Mud Slap? No, they do not. This one, I think, has just Sand Attack and Gust. Or at least those are the only moves I've seen him use. He might have Tackle. I think I'm going to go for Growl because if I can tank a few hits and then make him do less damage, then an even heavier hitter can come in. Good thing I don't have a Dark type to die to tackle. Yeah. I did in my last attempt, but it died to a Spearow instead. That's 2 Growls. 3 Growls. 4. I don't think I need any more than 4. Yeah, that damage is pitiful. Do I go for Bite Flinches instead then? Not very effective, but it does roughly the same amount of damage. Paying attention, did I send a Tactica to Oblivion? I sand attacked him twice because I didn't want to lose my Pidgey. See if I can... Well, no, I can only get flinches if I'm moving first, can't I? In that case, still use Tackle. You know who is... You know who as screwed over in Gen 1 3? I don't know. Hitmonchan with his special punches, but non-existent special. Oh, yeah. Because he has, like, uh, the fire punch and ice punch, but both. Well, he doesn't have ice punch, not in Gen. I don't remember actually, but I know he has fire punch and I know he has thunder punch, and both of those are special attacks until Gen 4. And because of the misses, Pidgeotto's taken out. Nice. Deathless Faulkner naturally learns all 3 elemental punches. I always pick Hitmonlee in the fighting dojo. So I've never really gotten accustomed to Hitmonchan. I don't really know what he uses. I think the only time I actually used Hitmonchan was just in Pokerogue, and that was because I needed to use him for like a daily or something. Alright, get another encounter here. Grab the Cut HM from Bill. Nice. And then just hatch that egg. Do this for just like a minute or so. Honestly, think Hitmonchan would have at least been usable if his special attack slash special were at least as high as his special defense in Gen 2 and onwards. I'm not familiar with his stat spread, but if you say so. Here we go. What am I getting this time? Ah, Igglybuff returns. The sphere. Right, let me write this down. Route 101, I got a... What did I get again? Rattata? And then Pagoda City, Igglybuff. $110 base special defense. Yeah, that's a lot of special defense. A shocking amount. Let's get Igglybuff to level 10. I'm actually going to check out the inside of this place real quick because I want to see if... I think I might be in a different time right now. No, it's 9 a.m. So it still would be Rattata. Wouldn't matter. But there's still an item over there I can grab. I'll do that at least. Who am I going to teach Cut to? Oh, none of them are able to think Cack. So I have to get an HM slave. Get in the ball, Bellsprout. Get in the ball. I could crit you. Okay. Not Pidgey. Okay, don't crit him this time. There we go. Okay, Bellsprout, got him. Gem. Just quicker than spelling the whole thing out. His base attack is 105. However, submission with It's 80 base power in Gen 1. Gives him stab. As the elemental punches still only have 75 base power. Submission in Gen 1 is kind of awful, though. I haven't used submission much in any other generation, but I assume it's still not really good. Surely Bellsprout can learn cut. Yes, there we go. Alright. Got the poop up. I don't need you anymore, Bellsprout. Bitterberry. Literally the best fighting type move most fighting types can learn. But fighting types are really bad, so why would you use them? Even the best fighting type, which I think is Machamp, is still pretty bad. Like, it's better off not using submission most of the time. Good thing we're not playing competitive Gen 1. Yeah, true. I remember in Gen 5 weren't fighting types at the top. That's when they added like I forgot what it was called, like Conkeldurr or something. Can't Mewtwo doesn't Mewtwo use submission in some of its Gen 1 sets? I know it does use boosting moves, but submission I'm not sure. It's normally I see Mewtwo use some sort of combination of explosion, or was it self-destruct? One of those two, I don't remember which one. Um Ice Beam, Hyper Beam, and one other. If it uses submission, then it would be solely to surprise Snorlax. Yeah, recover. Recover is probably the last thing it always has. I don't play very much Ubers because nobody ever plays it. It's even less popular than Yu. Dingle actually gave me a bunch of experience here. Nice. But it might use submission. I know there's a somewhat popular barrier and light screen set. Then there's a funny Swords Dance Swords Dance Boom Mewtwo, and there's also a Blizzard Spam Mewtwo. Or was it? I don't remember if Mewtwo can learn Blizzard actually. It might have just been Ice Beam Spam to try to freeze everyone. Yeah, Force Lot Move Syndrome. He wants to do everything, but he can't. I know it's actually kind of popular to have Mew run Swords Dance and Explosion just to try to kill Mewtwo. They can take out opposing Mewtwo, or Snorlax with that, and then their job is done. Mankey and Diglett sprites are derpy. Oh, you should have seen the Pidgeotto front sprite earlier. It was so funny. We'll probably get to see it again because I don't think I'm going to lose Pidgeotto before I fight the gym leader. I want to keep the Geodo alive for that. Right, run this way. Thankfully, that wasn't my encounter. You right here. I'll switch to Policio. Rattata. Stop using Tail Whip. I'll use my own Rattata. Isn't the Pidgeotto sprite literally just a red sprite? I think so, yeah. It's really tiny. And like in a corner of the screen. It looks so strange. Thing. I guess not. I'll try to sing one more time. Alright, that didn't work. In that case, Policio. I'll growl at him a little bit. Yeah, 6 growls, that'll be fun. And you're upping your defense, not your special defense. But I guess it doesn't matter if you get a crit. Switch to Rattata. Looks the least round it's ever been. It just looks very chubby to me. Like he overate quite a lot. The Sandshrew only wants to use Defense Curl. Yeah, its back is really straight. It's funny. Like it's looking way up in the air. It looks like it could fall over at any second. That's the Gold Spearow sprite. I guess it was final by this point then. You might want to use some repels. I think I can buy repels. I'm not sure though. I'll check. Shop. Can I buy repels? No, that's the next town over. Was the red Oddish sprite? I don't know. It just looks like a silly Oddish to me. I don't have all the sprites memorized. Oh yeah, I gotta fight the psychic guy. So I'm gonna level up my Pokemon a little bit. 12, 13. I'll get him to 14. Looks like Gold Oddish, but slightly off. Alright. Oh, Sweet Kiss. That's gonna be helpful. Well, Charmer's already pretty good. Maybe I don't learn Sweet Kiss. The Sing is 55 accuracy, but it's still better than Confusion. Because if it does work, then I get at least like guaranteed 2 turns of sleep. Dizzy Punch only has 10 power points, but it's stronger than Pound. Thinking about it realistically, am I really going to... No, I don't need Sweet Kiss. I'm keeping Pound because Dizzy Punch has 10 power points. If I used them all, Pound could be helpful, but also I only need Sing and Charm. If I put something to sleep, I'm probably not going to keep Igglybuff in. I'm probably going to switch Igglybuff out immediately for something much, much more useful. Right, down here, I'll switch to Rattata because this trainer can be problematic. What's the Kadabra? Not this guy, the one over here. There you are. Looks like I finally unlocked Hyper Fang. Abra, ninth one shot, and then Kadabra. Okay, one shot galore. I do like to see that. Now for Rival 2. I should have good levels for this. Alright, I'm gonna get paralyzed, which is a bit unfortunate, but it happens. Oh, he actually missed. Okay. Unexpected. But that just means I should be able to wipe him now because of that. Unless I miss. Unexpected gain. Easy rival fight. What do you want? Just a guy who flavor text. Alright, in that case, there's a Pidgeotto trainer right up here. And if I can get past him, then I can have a full team for Bugsy. The problem is, it's a Pidgeotto trainer. So I'm going to level everybody up one more time. I think right now Palseo is my most tanky. If I look at defense, he is 25. Pidgey's 20. Ladybug's doing quite terrible. If I go up to... Pretty sure that Hyperfang was overkill considering that Moibel is already weak to normal. Maybe. But it's better safe than sorry. Alright. This guy I have wiped to before. I'm gonna have Palseo lead. Use Growl on him once and then switch. After he takes out this one, of course. Alright, Growl. That could have crit and killed. That would have been bad. Quick attack with a total of 120 battle power after factoring stab and weakness would have killed. Probably. Okay, sand attack. 2 sand attacks. That's less accuracy. I'll switch to Rattata and Ladybug only with full health or Rattata. And let's try killing with Hyperfang. One more. Nice. Farfetch'd, also Hyperfang? Come on. I don't want to lose, Rattata here. I don't think Quick Attack's gonna kill. I could switch an Igglybuff and try to sing. Igglybuff... No, Igglybuff probably won't survive 2 hits. Alright, Ladybug it is then. I can use Quick Attack and use this to pivot into Igglybuff, who can then use Thing. Or even better, well, Thing only has 55. Charm I might be able to do something with here. And then I can switch in Pidgey, who has the most health. Ouch. Alright, getting crit there sucks. But, I don't want... I'll sack Igglybuff as well. If I hadn't missed the first Hyper Fang, I would have been fine here. I should have leveled up even more before fighting this trainer. This trainer sucks to fight. Oh? Okay. Igglybuff lives. So maybe with that, Pidgey will live. Pidgey was 10 health. Okay, how much defense did Igglybuff actually have? Survived with 9 defense. So as long as I don't get crit, in theory, I should be fine. Just don't get crit. There we go. Alright, so that's 1 death. I'll have to get rid of Ladybug. Not a big loss. Deposit Ladybug. Release. Now I can grab my encounter from this area, which last time was a Nidoran female. Just need to not run into the other trainer here. And this time it says also Nidoran female. Okay. That's fine. There we go. So, Nidoran. And now with this team, just need to deposit Oddish and the PC because I don't want to carry around the HM slave. Or I guess not Oddish, it's Bellsprout. Oh well. And then I'll go into the gym and start beating up the trainers. I'll beat up everybody but the trainer back there because that guy is a problem. Okay, I'll use Pidgey to get the most stat experience out of this. Too bad it's not the male. I might learn Peck in this version, maybe? I don't know. Ladybug. Spinnerack. You. It's number 2. Caterpie. Whoops, using Tackle instead of Gust. Let me make that right. And you here. Alright. Gust. Level 16. Beat up Weedle as well. And use a potion. Last but not least, you. Paraspore. Take that one out. Paras, take you out. And Parasect. I can just cure. Hate it when we deal with trainers with severely overleveled, unevolved Pokemon. That annoys me a bit too, especially in Gen 1, where you find Pokemon trainers like Rattata level 30 or Metapod level 16. I'm like, come on. Alright, get everybody level 18. I'm gonna get a Pidgeotto now. Level 6, level 27 Magikarp. Oh yeah, that's like the most some of the most egregious examples. I know in Gen 4 or so, you like find someone's Goldeen and like level 50 Goldeen. They'll have like 3 level 50 Goldeen and a level 60 Seeking, and like, come on. Powder Snow, huh? Well, I kind of like Growl. Hmm. Do I forget Tackle or Bite then? Dark is... It's only really good against Ghost, Psychic, and itself. Because it's a special attacker. Yeah, but I guess you're right. $17. Didn't evolve until all the way to level 18, while the fire type evolved at 14. Precio. Alright. Rattata. Yes, I will take Body Slam. Level 18. Igglybuff. 16, 17, and 18. And Nidoran. 16. Get Nidorina. Very wonky Nidorina sprite. 17 and 18. Poison Sting. Yes, I will. I'll take that over Growl. Alright. Plop down a save here. Fire Bear is the Bulbasaur's tendon, I guess. This design isn't even that bad. I don't know why they got rid of it. Alright, maybe I don't want to be using Pidgeotto first. No, I'll use Pidgeotto first because I'm probably going to have to use Sand Attack. And I don't want to switch in Pidgeotto too, which could be worse than the damage I take beforehand. Alright, Bugsy time. Yeah, there's Pidgey's tiny little head. Speed fell. You know what? I'm not gonna take that from you. Powder snow is ice. I see. I didn't know it was ice type, but I didn't know it was in Gen 2. Because you like don't get any ice types. I was thinking maybe it'd be weird and it'd be a water type move. Because that's how early gens are. Normally you like I think the only ice type I can think of that you get your hands on, like maybe I know Sneasel is post game, and then there's do you even get uh Polyswine, is that its name? Alright. This guy can be a problem. Not doing that much damage to him. And he's using special attacks. If he gets a crit on me, that can be an issue. Can this move freeze? I think I'm in crit range now. However, Rattata can probably kill. I'll take a look at your stats. Special defense 35. What about you? Special defense 19. He'll take significantly more damage than Basio is taking. I might be better to send in Pidgeotto so Pidgeotto doesn't take an attack. Swinub is in the ice cave right before the H gym. Yeah. So I wasn't remembering incorrectly. I know you can't get the Mamoswine because that was in Gen 4. It's just Swinub and Polyswine. So, Pidgey missed a message. Oh, wonder why GF can't consider Game Freak? Yeah, Game Freak can't consider themes or native animals and regions they make. For example, didn't they make the Three Musketeers reference in the gen before the French-inspired gen? It was, yeah, the Three Musketeers with the three monkeys, right? Or am I getting that wrong? Pidgeotto. Yep, you are gonna think this. Alright. And you should be able to... You don't outspeed. Okay. That could be a problem. I thought you might have outsped. Swords of Justice or whatever it's called. Like Keldeo. Oh. I didn't know that was a Three Musketeers reference. Okay, this is the big problem. I'm gonna use Sand Attack against you. Because I don't know if just straight damage will win me this. I gotta rely on some luck. Okay, you're using Fury Cutter. That's not bad for me. Vice Grip. I am cooked. Alright, here I'm gonna send out Igglybuff. Igglybuff probably isn't going to be incredibly helpful for my future. And if I can put him to sleep or use Charm, that would be very helpful for me. Charm's probably better. Gotta hope he misses. Alright, you miss. Now you're getting charmed. Nice. Charm again. Changes Ace to Scyther instead of Heracross in the official release. I'm not sure. I mean, it would have made more sense to change it to Heracross because that's Gen 2 bug. But I don't know. One more charm for good measure. If I get crit, Igglybuff is gone. So I'm going to switch to Nidorina. Alright, now as long as I don't get crits, I should be fine. And he's upped his crit chance. Maybe tail whip. I'll use a couple of these. Super effective, but you're not hitting that again. Yeah, there you go. You missed that. Yeah, that's a bit better. And if I need to switch in Rattata, I can do that now. Nice poison proc. Oh, you got a crit. But you should be a goner now. Good, very good. Now we just need to find a moonstone. Yeah, I looked into the store and there were no stones there. So that was a very nice win for me. I've set the level caps a little bit higher, but I don't know if they're going to be completely right. I've set this next one to 22. I'll see if it's right once I get to the gym, or I might just wipe before then. I think you need to buy a little bit more Pokeballs. I think you can actually buy Great Balls here. So, Great Ball? Yes. Let's buy some of those. And some repels. Pinsir should have gotten an evolution like Scyther in Gen 2. I think so too. That would have made him a lot cooler. Scyther was more popular. I like using Pinsir in Gen 1 competitive. It's really funny. To just bring him out of nowhere. Have him use submission and see him die horribly. Or just have him, what do you call it? Use, I think he's a somewhat, not even somewhat decent, he's just an existing, like have it evolve by trading with charcoal so it evolves into a fire beetle. That would be cool. I was saying, though, yeah, it uses Swords Dance a bunch of times and then dies before it can do anything. That's what its role is. Do I want to use? No, I don't. I probably want to keep my levels because I don't know what I'm up against. Looks like I could have gotten a Nidoran male. Oh yeah. I was looking through my ROMs, like what I was gonna do, and it turns out I already had a ROM. There was this popular Pokemon ROM hack going, a ROM for Gen 3, like a reference to the barter bug. I'm surprised I know what that is, but yeah, that would make sense. I already have a ROM for what I was gonna do for Gen 3. And that was the Pokemon Evolved ROM. I was gonna do it when it was popular, but I never got around to it. I think that would be a fun thing to go into blind. Fury Cutter. Or is the Repel? There it is. Oh, I'm gonna need to grab my HM Slave, aren't I? If I want that item, yes. I want to see what that item is, so I'm going to go get that. Bellsprout gets to return. I'll have to use another Repel. Every time I see Fury Cutter, just remember Versafine is Toxic behavior and actions. I don't know who that is. TMO4. Mystery berry. Okay. Self-restore for power points. Rollout. That's what I got. Well, Mudslap's pretty good, isn't it? Everyone can learn it too. Maybe Pidgeotto should learn that instead of Stand Attack, since it'll do damage as well. I wouldn't be able to use it against other flying types though, and I've been kind of using it a lot against other flying types. The guy looks like he could be a bird guy, so... No, he's a juggler. Why is his Voltorb level 2? He's a Poketuber that tries to dunk on Smogon, tries to cancel other Poketubers, and just acts like a total jerk to anyone who doesn't act like a yes man to him. Also tried to ruin a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament at one point. That's unfortunate. I dislike that quite a bit. Oh, level 9 Voltorb now. Is Voltorb gonna get stronger? Level 14? Okay, they are. In that case, need arena? And Voltorb level 19, but my defense is already lowered, so Rattata. Hyper Fang. Body Slam. Ooh, Sonic Boom was scary. I'm gonna use a potion here, so I don't have to walk all the way back on Rattata. I guess this area is just blocked off. Alright, I'm gonna have to find another way around. Here? No. Well, since there's rocks here, I'll actually take a look at the page and see if it says anything. Surf, Rock Smash. Trend that openly furry people tend to have the most entitled and jerkish attitudes, and he advertises that with his actions. That sucks. I don't like it when people are entitled and jerkish. I'll look him up real quick, see if I recognize him. Cause it like rings a bell, but let me look it up. Verlisfy. Oh yeah, I recognize him. His channel description says the best PokeTuber, Pokemon channel, and #1 competitive Pokemon player. Just random stuff in there like top 10 Pokemon videos. I don't know. I don't recognize him even after seeing the channel. But just reading the description alone, it's a bit, whatchamacallit, it seems a bit off-putting. Reason why I think about him when I think of Fury Cutter is because he claims Venusaur with Sword Sense and Fury Cutter wins against everything. I don't think you'll have time to set up swords. Oh yeah, you already said it. You won't have time to set up Sword Dance and Fury Cutter boosts. Um, Looking at his channel, he seems pretty. Yeah, he's hating on people like Wolfie VGC. I don't know. I'm gonna stop looking at that now before it puts me in a bad mood. I hate it when people are like that. I don't think I can continue any further in this area, so dreaded 95% accuracy on Fury Cutter. Yeah, like a tackle. You've seen how much I missed tackle so far, and that's 95% accuracy. Can I go here now? Oh, looks like I can. I couldn't go here before I beat the gym. What is this place? Oh, where am I? This is Techno City. Alright, I'll take a look at the Pokegear. Oh, I forgot to get the map this time. I'm gonna have to go back for that because I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I need the map in order to know what I'm doing. Like, not what I'm doing, but where I'm going. That was a silly mistake. Got to talk to your best friend. How could you? Was going fast. I didn't mean to. Alright. Down here. Wait, I can just use cut over here, can't I? Yes, yes. And that's a shortcut. And now, go in here. Up here. No, he's gone! Wait, does that mean I can't get the map? No way. It does. It means I can't get the map. This Halloween, I saw someone cosplaying as Chris Chan. That's very cursed. Looks like I really can't get the map, huh? Even had a Sonichu shirt. Was he wearing the medallion? It would have been perfect if he was wearing the medallion. I'm just gonna have to guess where I am. Which is kind of a problem. Because if I don't know where I am, I don't really know if I'm really allowed to get an encounter or not. Like how you saw two places were both counted as Route 101. It's a huge, like, problem. Isn't the... Maybe this guy's here? That was the guy from earlier, so if I find him... Maybe he'll give me the map still? Come on, map. There he is. No, he won't give me the map. Alright, I'm just gonna have to guess. Okay. So this place is probably Techno City. I'll write that down. Techno City. Pretty good cosplays you saw were Batman, Joker, Padme, Padme Amidala, Padme, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Chewbacca. I think that's how you say that. I didn't really go out for Halloween besides to my birthday dinner, so I didn't see much of anything. But it's cool that you saw some good cosplays. There's Whitney. Is there anything in here I need? Stroman for Warfers. What? Though they're both names I don't reckon. Fun living in a college town. Ah. I don't see many college students around where I live. Or if they are, they don't really talk about being like that. In my neighborhood is mostly the people around here, I'd say, are older. Not a lot of young people. Okay, where am I now? Is there any sign indicating what route I'm in? Doesn't seem like it. I'm going to call this Route 104, but I don't know if this is Route 104. I'm going to put a question mark next to that, and going to use Repel to see if this connects to another route. Because if it does, then I can't catch something here. If it does, then I can, though. Doesn't, then I can. Alright, so Repel. I think that's a trainer. There's a trainer there. There's a trainer tip sign. Route 119. Okay. So this is Route 119. Glad they made it so random old man give you a map card into official areas. That old man also doesn't disappear after story progression. Me too, but oh, it's so depressing that I can't get that anymore. I'm going to assume I'm in Route 119 right now, and so I can get an encounter here. And this is 119 is not 119. I just got the Roar TM05. Alright. What Pokemon is out in front? They might actually be a higher level, so I don't want to put Igglybuff in front. Alright. Moybell. That's an unfortunate encounter, but I will live with it. Dark is super effective against Dark. I'll just toss Great Balls at it. Yep, the thing to die to normal. Moybell written down. Ooh. Super Repel. Oh, I could have gotten a Mareep? That's so sad. I would have honestly preferred the Hoppip. Mareep would have been such a peak encounter there. So if I get Moybell earlier, that eliminates one potential... Oh, Fishing Guru. Okay. Hello, Arnold. So if I'm lacking a water type, I can maybe get a Magikarp there? Where am I going? PC, that's right. Here we go. Trapped in the mine, what? Fish at one of the cities? True, I could fish here. I'll take out Moybell, and let's see if there's any water here I can fish at. Well, these docks technically count as the area. There's Techno City, and there's also Westport City. Since here is closer, I'll do here first. But they're both fishing spots. Why would kids play in the mines? I don't know. When I was young, I yearned for the mines. Okay, I gotta register that to select. Pack, item, key item. Alright. Magikarp. Nice. Sorry, kid, you can play in the mines. Now, dig for coal. That's really funny to think about. Alright, probably the carry of this run gonna be caught now. Assuming I don't lose him terribly like I lost my Gyarados and my yellow Nuzlocke. Come on. Used all the normal Pokeballs on it. Come on. What's your catch rate at? No way. There we go. Okay, got a Magikarp at Technos. So Magikarp. And since I'm fighting Whitney, but where's the mines? This wouldn't happen to be the mines, would it? No. Can I go through here? No. Can I take on the gym? She's not here. So yeah, that's probably the mines problem. You hope Whitney is still cute here? I always found her annoying. 15, 16, 17, and 18. There we go. Coin Hurl. Okay, that's new. Growl, Heal Bell, Bite, Pursuit. I don't need both Bite and Pursuit. Claire? Oh, the Dragon Leader? I do find her annoying too. I didn't like Whitney, Koga, or I guess it was Koga's successor, or whatchamacallit, Claire from the Gen 1 and 2 games. Should probably have used a Repel. Forgive Whitney because she forgot to give you the badge while she was emotional. Yeah, but young me didn't know that, so I just assumed she was never going to give me the badge. And I got stuck there for like a couple hours. Should I go for the, you know what, yeah, I'll go for the trainer. Surely he's not like very high level. Okay, 16, that's fine. I can switch to Pidgeotto. And now I can switch back to Presio. Okay, you're using Roar. That's okay, I'll just use Double Kick. Nice. Some loud stuff going on outside. Uh, can't forgive Claire because she refuses to give you the badge until you finish a side quest that can't be bothered. She can't be bothered to do or can't pass herself. The test she couldn't pass with, are you a good person? Uh, I forgot about that. Like, not the test, but that was the are you a good person was how you passed it. Merle? Oh, that's a weird looking Merle. The ears on that thing. Okay, I'm not having Rattata out. Got it. Alright, maybe I switch to SEO here. This is a problem. You're using rollout, and I don't have a good way to stop you. What are your stats? Do I just throw Igglybuff out there? Pikachu as opposed to Peekaboo. It is very pink. Igglybuff has been a lot more useful than I think Moibell will be. So I'm gonna see if Moibell can tank this. Okay, that's a miss. Coin Hurl? Okay, that does a decent amount of damage. That was quite a scary encounter. Do I have any... I have a singular potion. Okay, time to walk back. Where is it? That's the shop. Pokemon Center, Pokemon Center. I don't remember. There you are. Might as well use Super Repel. Boulder Mine. I'm going to assume Boulder Mine is a new area. So I'm going to write this down. Boulder Mine. Alright. That's written down. Sharp Horns. I think that increases my attack power once. Yeah. It's like an X attack, kind of. Like a slightly worse X attack, but it's a held item, so I can actually use it. Cool Trainer Emma. Holy Whirl. Ooh, I don't like that Hypnosis. I don't like that one bit. I don't have any grass types to deal with you yet. Cool Trainer already? Wait, why is it so weak? I mean, it has a level 19. That is the same level as my highest. With my cap of 22, I don't know how hard I want to go on this trainer. Bite might do more damage. That sucks. I'm asleep. Okay, Bite does a decent amount of damage, but I'm asleep again. Come on. And I'm crit. Hit 5 times. We normally see cool trainers much later, and they usually have level 30 plus units. Huh. I guess your memory of these games is much better than mine. I'll switch to Pidgeotto and try to finish him. There we go. Alright, I beat the cool trainer. I'll go a little further. If I see another trainer, though, I'm backing off. Okay, there is other trainers. I want to get my encounter at least, so... If I switch Pidgeotto with Nidorina, I can probably get my encounter up here. Alright. I can't get Rattata. What else? Zubat. You know what? I'll take Zubat any day of the week. I can spread status. It gets wing attack. I mean, I'd much rather have Geodude, but... Was Crobat a Gen 2 thing or a Gen 4 thing? I don't recall ever getting it until Gen 4. Did I not buy more Great Balls? I didn't. Should be fine. Gen 2. Alright. I'll restructure my party a little bit once I get back. I think I'm gonna put Gyarados in my party. I'm gonna evolve Magikarp right away. Because that was when they introduced the friendship evolutions. Now, yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Just because I've never gotten Crobat in early gens. That's the items. Deposit. Alright, I don't want you. And I don't need two normal types. Igglybuff is much less useful than Rattata. And I'll take Zubat, and I'll take Magikarp. Magikarp has an item? What are you holding on to, Magikarp? What is that? Berry. You know what? You can keep that berry. He was holding on to a berry underwater, I guess. Alright, Zubat, I'll go to level 18. $17, $18, and Magikarp I'll get to level 20. $18, $19, $20. I get Gyarados. And plop down a save. Oh, I wanted to buy more repels and more Pokeballs. I'm going to do that. Give me... Oh, I can't buy Great Balls here. That sucks. How come I could buy Great Balls earlier, but not anymore? I'll buy some potions. And... You know what? I might want some Awakenings. Just so this isn't annoying later. It is weird. There it is, repels. A lot of times it just doesn't make sense what they're doing. Alright. Now I'm in here. Continue going through this cave. Need arena in front. I'll put Rattata in front for now. See if he can absorb the bulk of the experience. We got Pokemaniac Larry with Slowpoke. Gen 2 is the worst gen in 1 to 5. I mean, it's really slow. I wouldn't call it a bad gen or the worst. I'd just say it's the least good. Yeah, kind of looks like it's pretending to be a Sandshrew. It's hard to tell its legs are legs unless I kind of look closely. Stroman. Is this a ghost type? Is this a dark type? What is this? I'm going to switch to Pidgeotto to find out. Psywave. Okay, can I use Quick Attack? Alright, it's a ghost type. I don't like that damage I took. So I'll switch to, you know what? Gyarados. Oh, that Gyarados back sprite looks horrendous. Uh, that's a really silly back sprite. I don't know what they did to him, but they did something. What happened to Gyarados? Alright, I brought these, I should have bought even more potions so I didn't have to walk further. Oh well, this is fine. Nah. Okay. Pidgeotto. Gyarados. Ooh, there was an item. Give me that. A Great Ball. Wow. What's over here? Nothing? Okay. Not potion. Where's repels? There they are. Cubone. Go for Body Slam. Body Slam, another one will faint. Marowak. I'm not confident in Rattata surviving this. So, Pressio for super effective damage. If I get crit, that's a problem, ain't it? Okay. I'm switching now. Bone Club, I think, is a ground type move, so Pidgeotto is good. Marowak, aka worth Sand Slash unless holding a thick club. I love Sand Slash in Gen 1 because Slash always crits. Alright. Some potions. I'm very glad I'm not doing a gauntlet. That would have been terrible. X defend. Nice. What is over here? I do not have strength. It is a hiker. In that case, Geodude. Okay. Oh, that's a Gen 1 Geodude sprite. Graveler. Another quick one shot. And another Geodude. I recognize that one because of how often I looked at it. Oh, no secret item? Okay. Looked like that'd be the perfect spot for a secret item. More repels. There we go. Is that the girl I have to save? Or is that just Whitney? There could be a missing girl lost somewhere here. So yeah, she's just gonna stand there. Another PP up. Gonna save those for the end game. Am I going up or down here? Iron. That could be pretty helpful. Whereas that raises defense, I think I will use that on Resuo. Maze. HMO4? Really? Just right there? I could have so easily missed that. Okay. An HM just in a random hole. Not Pokegear. I want, Repels. Here we go. Heard a theory that Machoke and Graveler were originally intended to be the Pokemon that traded with each other in order to evolve. Reason is because Machamp takes four-armed aspect from Graveler, while Golem takes the somewhat reptilian aspect from Machoke. I haven't heard of that, but it sounds somewhat plausible. You know how in Gen 1 you can get the most evil trade ever? I believe was it Haunter or was it Machoke that you traded with the trainer? Not No, it's not Gen 1, it's Gen 3. Machoke or Graveler or something, and they're holding an Everstone. Like the most evil trade. Oh, I just came from there. No, I think it was in an earlier gen. It has to be 3 or 4. I think it was Fire Red or Leaf Green. So it's not over here. Need to go back. Moonstone. Alright, I can use it on Igglybuff. I did come from there. I think. No. Pokemon may be able to move it. I don't think I can use Strength yet, though. I think that's Rock Smash I unlocked. Unless I am just really silly and not very smart. Which I may have mistaken. Like, I wasn't really reading the dialogue. Maybe I should have been. I'll try teaching Strength then. Maybe I can actually use Strength. Haunter holding an Everstone. Gen 1 remakes a copy of the trades from Red Blue, and none of them trade for a Haunter. Looked it up, it was apparently Gen 4. Ah. Yeah, it's such an evil trade. Why would they do that? That would be like the perfect opportunity to teach the player about trade evolutions. It would make people want to trade more. But once that happened, it's just such a big middle finger to the player. Alright, can anyone learn strength? Yes. Nidorina, Zubat cannot. Gyarados can. Japanese blue, you can trade for a Haunter that evolves into Gengar. And then yellow, you can trade from a Choke that evolves into a Champ. So only the Japanese got it. They screwed over the Americans. Ah, that's so mean. Strength. Gyarados is a higher base attack. I'll give it to Gyarados. Oh, so you can get... When can you get a Machoke for Machamp in yellow? I should have gotten that trade. So I can just use Strength. There they are. It would have been cool to have a Machamp for... It would have been cool to have an item for Machamp for the Elite Four, even though it wouldn't have been very practical. Alright, now I think we can do the gym, probably. Because the trainer was asking for a Cubone, you can hatch a level 5 Cubone in Gen 2, trade it back to yellow, to trade for the Machoke. When it evolves, it'll become a Machamp. Ah, it asked for a Cubone. I don't think I had a Cubone, no. So I wouldn't have been able to make that trade anyways. I had a lot of things. I even had a Farfetch'd. Because you get so many encounters in yellow, I was able to, eliminate every possible encounter in one route except for Farfetch'd and then just end up getting it. I never ended up using it, but I had it. Also, by doing that, I was able to get a Dratini in the Safari Zone. And I got lucky, too, and was able to catch it. So I had a Dragonite for the Elite Four. Trainer that asks for the trade is the one south of Cerulean in the Underground Path House. If I ever do a Yellow Nuzlocke again, then I'll know. Okay, this is the normal type gym. Not sure if I want Rattata up front, but let's see how it goes. Doing is blind, so I've just gotta hope my level is high enough. You get Cubone and Rock Tunnel. I just got a Diglett and Rock Tunnel. Not a Diglett. I got a Geodude and Rock Tunnel. I think. Snubble. Okay. Snubble sprite doesn't look too far off, I think. It might just be the final release version. I'm not doing anything for damage. I'll use Tail Whip since you're using Charm. And then I'll switch to... Pidgeotto. It is pale white. There's really nothing seems to have any color here. Oh yeah, I should evolve Nidorina, shouldn't I? I got the Moonstone. I might as well get the... whatchamacallit? Nidoqueen. Ah, paralyzed. That sucks. Fully paralyzed. Alright, switching to Gyarados. This Nubble's just gonna wall me. Damn, they really are just gonna wall me. Alright, finally took him out. I'll go to the Pokemon Center healed and evolve Nidorina and Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen was my biggest carry during my yellow Nuzlocke. It'd be funny if they were my biggest carry here, too. I got them really early on, evolved them really early on, and then they carried me through the rest of the game. All the way up through the Elite Four. Nidoking Thrasher. I did get a Nidoking, and I did use him, just not on the Elite Four because he didn't have nearly as much static speed as Nidoqueen then by that point. Alright. Now for Nidoqueen. That's gonna be very nice. Very nice, very nice. Jigglypuff. Okay. Oh, Hyper Fang and Body Slam. Easy enough. Igglybuff. Hyper Fang and Body Slam. And another Jigglypuff. Hyper Fang. Oh, I'm asleep now. You can't one-shot me. No way. I can miss Hyper Fang, though. Coin pair is out. Ooh. Okay. That could have been a low roll crit, so I'm going to switch to Nidoqueen. Growl failed. Double kick kills. Another Meowth. Double kick. Remember having a crush on Whitney when you were a kid as well as Jasmine? I don't think I ever had a... I know I liked... What was it? I played Diamond and Pearl. Mostly. My first games were, yeah, the weird back sprite. The first games I played were, Ruby and, Sapphire. Sapphire in particular. And I played it in Spanish. Because I was using a weird emulator on the original Xbox. And it couldn't load the English, ROMs for whatever reason, but could load the Spanish ROMs. So I played through Pokemon Sapphire in Spanish. And then I played through Pokemon Pearl. In Pokemon Pearl, I always really liked the guy, Flannery and Phoebe are cute too. Well, I like the guy who gave you the Lucario on that mountain. I forget his name. Well, he didn't give you Lucario, he gave you a Riolu egg. I thought he was cool. Oh, Whitney's still not here. That means I have to go to the cave and retrieve her, doesn't it? Whitney, no! You don't realize the child has already been rescued? Alright, I'll heal my Pokemon then, and then I'll go, pick up Whitney. Alright, repel. Here we go. And... through here. I think she was over here. Another repel. Is this the right place? Yeah, she was past the hiker. Right over here. Where have you gone, Whitney? Where have you gone? Weren't you supposed to be there? Okay, I gotta look at the Sailors, Westport. Both rescued the girl from the mine and defeated Team Rocket at the aquarium. She will only appear once they do both of those. Okay, so I need to go defeat Team Rocket at the aquarium. It has nothing to do with this mine. I'll use the escape rope to get out of here. Where is it? There it is. So I can go here now. Yep. Are you gonna battle me? Oh, hello, Whitney. You just materialized into existence. How did you know my name? That's creepy. I wonder if they have a custom... Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'll play the music for this one just because I like the Team Rocket theme. Let me enable it. Spinner rack? Why did he have a level 18 spinner rack? This should be easy because of that. I should just be able to get away with body slam. Yep. Incredibly responsible here, yeah. It seems less like an innocent child. Or not an innocent child, an inexperienced child, and more like an actual gym leader, I guess. Focus energy. I quite like my moves. Hyper Fang for damage, Body Slam for consistent damage, Quick Attack for needing to go fast, Tail Whip if I just need to pivot. Now watch as her Mill take steamrolls all of Team Rocket's grunts, Pokemon, and the grunts themselves. It'll just start using rollout and the entire building will collapse. Ah, my Rattata's better. What? You outspeed? No way. Okay, but I one-shot, so ha. If I had crit there, that would have been really bad. Okay, I get Raticate now. No more being outsped by other Rattata. It does look silly. But I've gotten kind of used to that now. Oh, Scary Face. I'll take that over her Tail Whip since that's -2 speed. Alright, I think I have some potions left over, so I don't need to head back yet. Potion 5. Nice. I'll switch to a Pidgeotto here. Alright. It's kinda hard to tell it's a hand. Not Smudgy again. Or Smudge. Smudgy sounds better. It should have been Smudgy instead of Smudge. Did Grimer really need a baby form? Well, I guess that's why they got rid of it. Level 20 Pidgeotto. Oh, what's that Grimer sprite? It looks a lot more goopy than usual. And it has a big old derpy's face. It kinda looks like it's sagging. You know how old people look? It has good defense, not gonna be able to break through it that easily. I'll use sand attack and then pivot. Geriatric grimer. Ah, yes. Use sludge. This shouldn't do anything much to Needle Queen. And I can just spam scratch until you're gone. Or I guess double kick now. Still disabled. Poison Sting? Yeah, doesn't really do much either. Oh well. Easy enough. You'll use potions. I got 3 left, might as well use another one. Thinking about it, I think they originally intended normal type to be a light type to oppose dark/evil type. That would make a little bit of sense since it's effective against dark types. And I did hear that they wanted to have they wanted to have a light type before. Like everybody was talking about that at some point. And then we got fairy type. Needle Queen is the only one that's level 19 besides Zubat. But Zubat kinda is a little smelly right now, so I don't think I want to use him. Alright, Zubat shouldn't be an issue. Ah, that's right, Leech Life. Okay. What else supports this idea is the Pokemon card. The normal type symbol looks like a sun or star shining. Yeah, you're right about that. I have a whole bunch of Pokemon cards I really don't know what to do with. They've just been collecting dust in binders. I tried getting into the game before, but I lost motivation because I downloaded the Pokemon online card game thing, and I unboxed not unboxed, random Charizard card near your dumpster a year ago. That's funny. Well, okay, there was an official trading card game online, and I made an account for that. And I was feeling a little demotivated because everybody had better cards than me and I needed to pay to get one. But they gave me a free card thing it could open for beginners, it said. But when I opened it, I got a Pokemon card called Mega Rayquaza EX, I think it was. And it was upsetting because I couldn't use that card. And so I just ended up quitting the game. Because I couldn't use that card that I got from the pack. I didn't have all the energies or stuff to put it down. Alright, coughing down. Still have 2 levels till the cap. Nidoqueen is still in the lead, so it's fine. Logical explanation for why Bug is strong against Dark. I don't know, but I'm happy Bug is strong against Dark. Means bug is a bit more useful. I guess a bit less useless. Alright, last grunt. Got an Ekans. This one shouldn't be bad. Nice crit. Level 20. Ah, this is gonna be easy then. Dark type is just gonna go down instantly. Alright, I'll level up my Pokemon to the cap and challenge the gym. I'm unsure about if the cap is actually 22, but I guess I'll find out once I get in there. Walk around here. Time to level them up. Hells. Heartstones. Where's my candies? I have 19 candies left. 21. 22. 21. 22. Mist. No, I don't need mist. 21. Speaking of, I think grass and bug should be combined with the nature type. A move get downgraded to a subtype of nature to be neutral against nature and strong against psychic and dark. I don't know, I kinda like the bug type. It would certainly be interesting to see how it would be implemented in like a ROM hack or a fan game, but I'm a big fan of bug type. I wouldn't say it's my favorite type. My favorite type is probably ice type. But I am a fan of bug. Oh no. Confuse red. 20. 21. 22. I get Golbat. Nice. Wow. That is a Golbat sprite of all time. Maybe he has Lockjaw right now, and so he is just perpetually has his mouth open. You're looking at a Golbat sprite of all time. Hey, at least it's not as bad as the Japanese Mew sprite. You remember the Japanese Mew sprite? Was the tumor? Golbat with its tongue out pretty charming. Yeah, I do too. I think it's silly and fun. Get Gyarados, level 22. And now let's find out what the level cap actually is. I'll switch this with, Nidoqueen. Scratch, Tail Whip, Double Kick. Well, you are super effective, so I will lead with you. I'll put down a save. And here we go. Probably shouldn't keep the volume on for too long. I'll turn it off after this. Don't want to get striked by Nintendo. When I got strike last, I was playing Super Mario 64. Biggest issue is that Game Freak can't decide if the types should be based on elemental power or anatomy. I never put that much thought into it. Once again, you put a lot more thought than I do. Alright, so the first one is level 19. Clefairy is getting destroyed. Rash, Metronome. Crit. That's funny. Wasn't too terrible, but... yeah, I know, I'll turn it off after this battle. Then Miltank. 21. So I was over the level cap. I will change the level cap if I wipe to just level 20. And so I'm gonna put down the levels for the other gems a little bit. Because I don't know now how they're gonna be. Well, if it's 20 then, I'm gonna assume Gem 4 is gonna be 25. It is a giant. It's a really, really large Miltank. Gigantamax introduced in Gen 2. Alright, no flinch, but I am risking crit right now. In order to not risk crits, let's switch to Eradicate. Explains why I can naturally learn Rollout. Oh, here comes the Rollout. Hyper Fang. Rollout. One more Hyper Fang should kill if I land it. There we go. That's a Whitney defeated. And with that, I'm changing the level cap to 25. I was one level above what she would have been. It was a very round and giant. I kinda liked it. EM45, attract. Oh, gotta disable the volume now. Do not want to get striked. What does Oak want to do? He wants me... Burden Town. Okay. Seems like a more proud and responsible leader over a fun-loving one. Yeah. I personally like this version of Whitney better than the other one. That being said, attract makes no sense on her. Yeah, not really. Because attract can be learned by a lot more than just normal types. They said it was north, so... up? Or am I missing something? Probably missing something. Made more sense on the official release? Yeah. Do I need surf now? Let me check. No, I don't. Burdentown's probably an earlier area then. since I don't think I can access any place called Burden Town. Let me check my... No, I don't have any Burden Town written down. Just Westport City, Silent Hills, Pagoda City, Silent Town. A little confused on that, but... I will check up here first. Maybe I just missed something like above. No, I didn't. Sunpoint City, yeah, I did not miss anything. I just, I assume I need to go back. I assume I need to backtrack. That's probably what's going on here. Nothing over here. What is this? Aquarium. Yeah, I don't need to be there. Nothing over there, so backtracking it is. Maybe the area that was blocked off before is open now? Because this area was previously blocked. Yes, okay. There was a mountain in the way, but there is no longer a mountain in the way. Is this the same route though, or a new one? Thinking about it, I think the track TM should belong to a leader that's more seductive, considering the intention of the move. I mean, I don't think it should be given out as a gym TM since it's just not that useful. Maybe you just buy it in the department store. Picnicker Kim. Volpe. Anita Queen has a much more serious face, and the front of it is all wet. Truth be told, I don't think Mud Slap should be given a gym TM either. Yeah, because it's not that great. As well as Bide. Oh yeah, don't you get Bide as the from Brock? Oh my goodness, Bide is terrible. And there's Will Picks. There should be need the kill. Nice. Gotta check out the items soon because I know it's possible to I know it's possible to grab, what do you call it? Special items from her, like good ones. But I don't remember what they are. Okay, we have Diglett. Should we gonna use a kill? Yep. Zubat, Scratch. Another Diglett, double kick. Alright, gonna switch out Nido Queen for Pressio now. Desolate in plant growth, but not in friendship. Wow, okay. Only benefit Bide has is it's one of the only normal moves that can hit Ghost in Gen 1. Even then, you could just use a move that's not normal type. I don't know. Okay, so Bird in Town. Let me write it down. Uh, Pirdon Town. Really only relevant to challenge runs? Yeah. Think if anybody will give me an item. Jade Forest, Ally City. Those could be encounters. Was this Slowpoke Well? Yes, Slowpoke Well. I can buy super potions here. I'll buy some of them. I don't have a escape rope anymore, I don't think. Some of these. I don't really need anything else. What's in this, paralysis cure berry? Okay, that could be helpful. What gym leader is this? Probably don't want to engage that. Well, actually I'm nearly at the level cap, aren't I? No, the level cap is 25. I thought it was 22 for some reason. Alright, so I can be fine here. Is that rival fight? Alright, well I will wipe onto rival fight. Tiger. It's the electric type. So switch to Nidoqueen. Nice. Double kick. Mud slap. That's a little unfortunate. Gen 2 doesn't read your moves, right? I don't think so, so I can just switch to Pidgeotto. That's only Gen 1, yep. And then I can switch back to Nidoqueen. And then use double kick again. And do one more pivot. Endure. I'll use quick attack. And quick attack again. No idea about the ROM hack release. Well, it doesn't seem like it does, because I was able to bait out the attacks. Grenmar. Had a fire seal? Okay. I'll go to Pressio. Is that a water and fire type? Megaphone. That is a water and fire type. Wow, okay, what can I do against that? I guess it's weak to electric, but ah, ice won't do anything. Murray, Pichu, yeah, they both would have been nice here. Growl won't really do anything. If I had Tail Whip, that would be nice. I've already gotten my special attack dropped. This was how much damage I did from one water gun. I'm gonna switch to Gyarados. See if I can do a lot of damage at once. Okay, I got a crit. Strength is probably my best bet here. Yeah, there we go. That's damage I want to see. Megaphone, special attack fell. Doesn't matter to me because I'm using physical attacks. My small chihuahua has fallen on the ground and needs help again. It is quite the name. I'll be right back. Give me just a couple minutes. Let me pause this. Capture. There we go. Alright, that's taken care of. Yeah, this is working. Sorry about that. Old dog, she falls sometimes. She can't get back up on her own anymore. So when she slips, she just starts squealing. Oh, this should be an easy kill. Why is he carrying around this Pokemon? It's just gonna be a one-shot every time, as long as I have a normal type move. Even if it's not stab. Blossomal. Alright, so, Chikorita evolved into something different, I see. Randomly decided to start singing Bohemian Rhapsody. That's a mood. Gyarados is part flying type, so he'll take neutral effectiveness from this. But I have a flying bird, so I might as well switch it in. Unfortunate, but that's okay. I can still use Gust. Good thing Gyarados also has crazy special defense. Yeah. If I get crit again and full parrot again, then I'm going to switch. Alright, big damage. That was also a crit. I can survive one crit. I can no longer survive a crit. So it's time to switch. If I get full parrot and crit, that's death. What does Golbat have again? Leech Life, Supersonic Bite, Confuse Ray. What's his stats? Yeah, good special defense. I'll switch in Golbat. Chikorita line has good defense and special defense if I recall correctly. Yeah, double resist grass. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Very nice. Do I go for... I'll try Leech Life, even though it's weak as heck. Should still kill. There we go. Nice, that should be silver defeated. Raise the team to be the strongest? No, you haven't. You have that weird cat with you. Of course you're losing. You can't be using a dark type. You're throwing, buddy. Alright. Now, is there going to be rockets in Slowpoke Well? Cat was replaced by Ghastly for good results. Ah, yes. I wish that cat wasn't cut, though. It's actually kind of cute looking. This is Slowpoke Well, so I assume it's a new area. I'm going to write it down. Slowpoke Well. Maybe I can get a Slowpoke here. Though that won't be very helpful, honestly. Yeah, Team Rocket, thought so. Alright, what do you got? Smudgy. Okay, I guess. It should be easy. Grimer. Scuffed Grimer. And what's next? Meowth. Could probably survive one crit. Flinch. Okay, let's switch now. I'll go to Nidoqueen. Bites. Double kick. Easy kill. Nice. It's strange seeing Oak in any place but the lab. And, I know he was in Gen 2, but he wasn't the professor. I think it was Elm, was it? I don't remember all the professors' names. Yep, Elm. Alright. I think according to the game page, I'm now able to get Surf. So that's going to be my next HM. I'm going to switch with Nidoqueen in here. See if I can get an encounter. Zubat, that's a dupe. So don't worry about that. Maybe a Geodude? That's Slowpoke. Alright. Should have guessed. Do some Great Balls. I'll just throw Pokeballs at it. I don't think you can do much. I don't need a third water type, but it will be a decent replacement if one of my water types goes down. I mean, water is a good type. Still not catching it? Come on. There we go. Alright, so we got Slowpoke and Slowpoke Well. I wonder if I could have gotten Geodude, though. That would have been very nice to have. I'll look around for a bit and see if there's any other encounters. Just for next time. Or if it's just Zubat and Slowpoke. Maybe that means getting, the other cave, actually, now that I think about it. If I delay... I wonder what encounters are in that other cave. Because that means if I delay that encounter, and I potentially get Zubat here, then I can go back and get, a better encounter potentially there. Like a Geodude, maybe? Or a Sandshrew, maybe? If those are potential encounters in that cave. That could be a very good strategy. This is Route 104. Alright, so now I've reached... Glad I didn't catch something in a previous route because I bet it was also Route 103. Let's see what I get for 104. I'm fairly positive I haven't been to 104 yet, so... Come on. Am I not going to encounter something? I mean, I haven't used a repel, so... There we go. Mareep. Excellent. Glad I have another opportunity to catch this. Mareep would be an excellent addition to the team, because Electric is so good. There we go, got Mareep. I'm going to go ahead and... First heal my Pokemon, and I'm going to deposit when I don't want in exchange for Mareep. Mareep is just different. So much better. Alright, so who do I not want for Mareep? Golbat is like the ultimate answer to grass types right now. But I don't think I'm fighting any grass types. Isn't this the psychic type gem? Let me actually check. Will this guy tell me? Full of holes. Watch your step. I mean, it looks like it could be psychic based on the way the guys look. I could fight one trainer to find out. I'll lead with Eradicate to see what kind of, What? You're in the way. Is this guy not gonna move so I can't complete this gem? I guess not. It's probably something I'm missing then. Let me check the page real quick. What is this? This is Bird Run, so Bird Run. Doesn't look like there's anything talking about Bird Run Town. So is the gym just supposed to be that way? Am I messing up? Or maybe I might just be doing something wrong. Yeah, it just says Bird Run Town Pokemon Gym, and that's it. Oh, is it like an invisible path? I can step here, but I can't step there. Like, ik, I can't pronounce that. Here, maybe? There we go. Now I can see what type of gym this is. Can I prove that I'm alive? Does that mean this is a ghost type? Yes, okay, ghost type gym. In that case, Eradicate's going to be completely useless for this gym. Let me take a look at the type chart again. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. Ghost hits Psychic, and that's it. But what hits Ghost? Dark hits Ghost, surprisingly. I guess it's not really surprising. You do not have, Gyarados and Friso for bet? Yeah. I was just seeing if Golbat had it, and they do. So Golbat will be useful for this gym. Yeah, Curse. I can just, switch though. Alright, so now I know that, it's a Ghost type gym. I will low special attack. Yeah, but it's still, better than using something like Poison Sting. Not withdraw, deposit, Eradicate for now. And withdraw Marip. I'll have to get more candies in a sec. Got Flaffy. Kinda cute. 17, 18, Thunderwave. 19. Alright, and gotta enable the rare candies over here. Grab more of those. Disable rare candies, and that should be fine now. They should be at the bottom, so there we go. Level 20. And I think it with that, I can make it to the gym leader, no problem. Pressio, Pidgeotto, Nidoqueen, Golbat. Pressio will be in the front since they're high special attack. Looks like here. Yep. Medium Rebecca, Stroman. Come on, don't hate yourself in confusion. And it's using Curse. Okay, I have made it's made so I can't escape now. Can I still not escape even though I have defeated them? Let's find out, because I don't want to be cursed. Okay, I can. Nuzlocke is only for the Pokemon that is currently out. I almost guessed that right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there we go. You. Ghastly. Choose. I'll have Bite up here. Nice crit. Another Ghastly. Another crit. Level 24. Down there. Over here. Right here. Nice. And what an annoying gem. Alright. Down here. Over to this side. At the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Nice. I'll use a potion. Repel potion. There we go. Get me up to full health. Now, I don't know if the level cap is actually 25, but I'm going to go to 24 just to... because it feels off, a little off that it would be 25. And I was above the level cap last time. And I just forgot Gust for Whirlwind because I was hitting too fast. I am so smart and good at this game. My skill is immeasurable. I think that's 24. Yep. Alright. 23. 24. 23. 24. 21. 22. Swift. Yeah. Let's see here. Growl for Swift? No, Tackle for Swift. 23, 24. I'll lead with Gyarados because they do more damage at this point in time. And let's find out now if I can beat this guy. Inaku. Roman level 23. I'd rather not be confused, so I'll switch to Pressio. Alright. I'm not going to take a hit from Curse because they fainted, so I'll just switch to Gyarados again. Nightshade. That should do exactly 23 damage, so I'm fine. Hurt itself in confusion. I'm not dealing with that. Pressio. Nightshade. Come on. There we go. I do like that. Gengar. So it looks like 24 was the correct cap. I'll make sure to write that down. Makes me a little bit concerned about upcoming gyms. Should be fine. I am confused right now though, so I'm going to switch to Golbat. Mean Look. Okay, that could be a problem. Confuse Ray is oh, Hypnosis. Okay. Okay, this could be a problem for Golbat. Yep, Golbat is dead. There's no way he can recover from this. Alright, Dream Eater plus Hypnosis. That's a little diabolical. I won't lie. Pidgeotto is now useless because they can no longer they can no longer attack because Gust has been replaced with Whirlwind. But there is something they can do, and something I will do with them. The problem is if they use Mean Look and then they use Hypnosis, then they're just going to use Dream Eater and Pressio is cooked. I think I'm going to use Sand Attack with Pidgeotto, even if I have to sack Pidgeotto to do this safely. Because I was hitting the button too fast. And I accidentally pressed it. Got a crit with Dream Eater. Pidgeotto's gone. Alright, this is a problem. I can paralyze them, maybe. As long as I don't get put to sleep. Okay, that's a miss. I'm not going to do much damage, but I can still do damage. Alright, you're going to use Dream Eater now. So I get a safe switch to Precio, who isn't asleep. And since you're paralyzed now, I'm faster. Dream Eater, yep. You're screwed now. I can use Bite. Alright, I've been put to sleep again. Unfortunate, it didn't miss. But now I get a free switch to Gyarados because you're going to use Dream Eater. And this should be a win. Yep. Alright, that's 3 death. And level cap goes up to... What did I have it at? It is now up to 30. Fog Badge. Shadow Ball. Alright, Shadow Ball is a nice team to have. Okay, let me out. Alright, so I lost Pidgeotto and I lost Golbat, both my flying types. Unfortunate, but it happens. I wasn't expecting Dream Eater and well, Mean Look first, I couldn't do anything about. But I could have done something about Pidgeotto. If I just realized that he was going to always go for Dream Eater Hypnosis, I could have switched as soon as he went for Dream Eater, got the free switch in, and then started doing damage. That's actually a misplay on my part. So Pidgeotto did not have to die there. Okay, Pidgeotto gets released. And Golbat also gets released. Alright, I take out... Who am I taking out? Eradicate. And... I don't know. I guess I'll take up the cat for now. Level up the cat a little bit. Like to 22. Alright, now where am I going? I can go up here. Route 116. So let's type that out. Route 116. This is an encounter. Can I buy more Great Balls first? I cannot. I should have enough, though, to catch whatever's over here. A Metapod, really? Okay. I guess I got a Metapod. You know, this could be a lot worse. I think I guaranteed to learn Confusion when I evolve it, but I'm missing out on moves because it's such a high level now. Well, I think I might be missing out on one of the powder moves at least. I should be able to catch it with just Pokeballs. You'll miss out on Confusion because Butterfree learns it at level 10. Ah, that's such a shame. Am I only going to have Harden then, like Harden and Powder moves? That's such a terrible encounter. What could have I gotten here? Just Metapod? No way, right? Alright. Metapod. Metapod. Was there only Metapod? Kakuna. Metapod and Kakuna? Is this the Metapod Kakuna route? I could have gotten a Spearow. Okay, that's what I missed out on. I knew I was missing out on something. Could have gotten the better bird. This reeks of secret item area. I guess not. Kakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. You got me with that one. You can't see it, but I was covering my face. I'll lead, Eradicate here. Butterfree, level 20, okay. I can hit through Confusion, right? Yeah, nice. Beedrill, switch to Nidoqueen. Scratch. Nice kill. Beat the bug catcher. Poison Cure Berry. Should probably be handing some of these items out. Let's see. Ball holder, item pockets. This gets rid of confusion. I'll give that to Eradicate. Poison Cure Berry. Like, who needs to hold this? I don't know. Can't think of anyone who would need it desperately. Walk all of Neon. This is a hiker. I don't have a flying type anymore, so I just need to go to my most bulky. Well, I do actually. Gyarados is part flying. Get out of here, Diglett. Pressio, Water Gun. Dugtrio, Water Gun. You're going to use Dig as well. Then I'll switch to Gyarados. Take that. Strength. Nice and easy. Super Potion. Okay. What is over here? Your wrench. Are you gonna have like a Magnemite or something? Pichu. Body Slam. Nice. Pikachu. Body Slam. Nice. Raichu. Magnemite. I knew he'd have a Magnemite. I called it. Well, I don't have... Well, Steel type is actually different, isn't it? And I think he was made Steel in just Generation, so... You take 2 times from Water and 2 times from Electric. So, Flaffy? Neutral, yeah, because it's also part electric type. That'll be alright, at least then. Oh, I got paralyzed as well. Is that another hiker? Fire breather Otis, okay. Whoa, Magmi got a new haircut. And he's gone. Does that mean that Steelix is 4 times weak to water too? Yeah, I guess it does. Steelix, anti-defense. Steelix is so boned. $24? Magmar? Oh, not a one-shot. Quick attack. Nice. This smells of hidden item as well. Surely. There we go. Full restore. Is this a hidden item as well? No? Fire hit, but I can't carry anymore. I don't know. I'll give this to Needle Queen or something. Should get rid of some of the items in my inventory. Carbos. Nice. What does it do again? Speed? Needle Queen. Ice Berry. Self-heal for a burn. Give that the Gyarados, I guess. I'll use the Muma Milk since there's no point in having it right now. I think I have normal potions. Yes, I do. I'll use this. Fluffy. There we go. I don't know if this is a new area or not. Is this? What is this place? Alright, where am I? This could have been a place I've already been to, and I just wouldn't know. Steel Shell. What is Steel Shell? Elixir Steel Shell boosts defense once. And there's no point in holding on to everything. I might as well just give this away to someone. I think this is a new place. But I don't know what place it is. I'll just list it as, cave? Cave that connects to Route 16. The ability to carry over water. Ah, I need to go back to Burden to grab it. Houndour. Mimeo? What is that? What are you? What? That is so silly looking. Oh, it's a baby Ditto? A evolved form of Ditto. What is just Ditto with higher base stats? That would be kind of useful, I guess. Because Ditto has really low base stats. Poliwhirl. Warf Force? What are you? It's another orb. Use Protect. Okay. I one-shot it? Oh, it's a dark type. Maybe the cat evolves into that. Alright, let's see what the encounter for this weird cave area will be. Diglett. I'll take Diglett. I'll take Diglett. It's not that great, honestly, for Nuzlocke. Just because it's so squishy. Even Dugtrio is squishy. But it does a lot of damage, so I'll take that. And it's good against electric types, so I'll take that. If I have it as a lead, it could do some work. Alright, got Diglett. Alright, what else could I have encountered here? Poliwag. Alright. Grimer. I see, I see. Zubat. Another place to get Zubat. Fish-eyed Poliwag. It's dead inside. We don't know what that Poliwag has seen. Alright, I think I was going to here to first heal my Pokemon, sell some stuff, and then there's an old guy that's supposed to give me Surf. Alright, don't want this. Don't want this. That should be fine. And old guy, where are you? I want the Surf. Will you give me Surf? Here we go, Surf. Now, Gyarados can have a better move. And it's probably going to be my best move until the end of the game. For water type. I think the only thing better really is Hydro Pump or Waterfall. So I might as well teach it to both my water types. Nidoqueen and Nidoqueen can learn it. I forgot about that. That's neat, but I don't think I want Nidoqueen to have it. I have more than enough coverage. I don't want to use an HM. Alright, Gyarados. You don't need Splash. Ratio. Get rid of water gun for this. Alright, Fury Cutter, Attract, Mud Slap, Shadow Ball. Can Nidoqueen? Yes, Nidoqueen can learn it. And Moybell can learn it? Okay. I was originally just planning on teaching it to Nidoqueen, but if Moybell can learn it, Moybell might be better suited. Alright, it's like 49 special attack. And you have... Oh no. Moybell is... just remembered. Dark type, terrible. Yeah, Nidoqueen would do much better off with Shadow Ball. Alright, Nidoqueen. Let's give that to you. You do not need Poison Sting. I'll keep Tail Whip in case I need to do a pivot strategy. Very nice, Shadow Ball. Plop down another save. And now I'll run back there. I might as well see what encounters I could have gotten here as well. Tentacool. Is it just Tentacool? Looks like it. I'll do one more encounter just to look. Okay, Tentacool. So Tentacool would have been a great encounter if I didn't have any water types, but water types are very, very plentiful. Let's walk back. Okay, into this cave. Now, what could I have I gotten in here? Also Tentacool? Magikarp, okay. Not even fishing, but still Magikarp. Magikarp level 19. One more encounter. Is it really just all Magikarp? Okay. So really, really bad encounters in there. Got it. I'm curious if there's different counters on other floors, so I'll stay out of it for now. I'll switch to Recio. That's Sailor. Poliwhirl. Might as well switch to Flaffy. Bubble. Yeah, Sunshock time. Get out of here. This is just gonna be Magikarp here. One more. Yep, Magikarp. Okay. Carp Cave. I could have gotten a Quagsire here, huh? Alright. I don't remember Quagsire being in Gen 2. I guess I just never encountered him? No. Wooper. Yeah, I just never got a Quagsire in Gen 2, I guess. Yeah, I've just never ever found him in Gen 2. Is he in, do you actually find him in, what's the name of the region? He really does have a giant tail. I've only ever found Wooper and Quagsire in Gen 3, so I guess I just assumed it was a Gen 3 mon. When I'm playing through Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, I never find Wooper or Quagsire. South of the gym, the first gym, typically at night. That would make sense then. I don't have it set to nighttime. when I play. I just set it to daytime, and my internal clock on my Pokemon Crystal cartridge is broken, so it's always daytime. Well, I have nothing super effective against this. I'll just run. But it's nice to see that I can encounter a Quagsire. That would have been a great encounter. Ether? I'll take that. I might just use a Repel now. It's getting a little annoying. Alright, time for Repel. Like every 5 steps it's happening now. Okay, but... I'll stay with Presso. Precio, not Presso, what am I saying? I'm guessing he's gonna have a Pidgeotto at the very end, and not just a bunch of high-level Pidgey. Far-fetched. Really? No Pidgeotto? Guy earlier than you had a Pidgeotto. I'll switch with Gyarados. Elixir. What's over here? Repel. Yep. TM01. Isn't that toxic? TM holder. It should be at the top. Dynamic Punch. Well, that's a 50-50, so I don't want that. Super Potion. I'm not really interested. Awakening. Where's the Repels? Up, 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 up. There it is. You. Fabulously wealthy. I had a feeling you would give me a nugget. Pokemaniac. Kangaskhan. Strength. Nice. Easy kill. Level 25. Dragon Rage. Oh, yes, I will learn that. Bite is nice coverage. I can't forget the other two, so I'll forget Flail. Doing 40 damage despite what they do is nice. Max Revive and this random rock. Ultra Ball. Did I come from here? Can run like the wind, huh? Seconds. Dragon Rage. Doesn't one-shot, sad. Rattata, strength. Not 2, strength. Pikachu, I do not want to deal with quad effective damage. So, Nidoqueen. Double team, okay. Come on. There we go. Quagsire. You're not... You're just, whatchamacallit. Poison type. For some reason, sometimes I think Nidoqueen is poison/ground. she is poison ground. What am I thinking? Okay, yeah, switch. I'm a little stupid sometimes. Okay, this is a Quagsire, so I'll switch in the rat. The rat. Alright, Gyarados, keep him in the lead. Where am I now? I'm kind of lost, not gonna lie. I feel like I'm just been wandering. Sanskrit Town. Alright. This is a place I've arrived in. I'll check out, maybe what's up here. Observe Sanskrit ruins. Sanskrit ruins. Looks like I can get an encounter here. I'll grab this encounter, then end stream since I'm just about out of time. Assuming there is an encounter here. No? I guess there were no unknown. I don't want to do a puzzle. I'll just surf and maybe get a Tentacool. Or a Quagsire, I guess. I didn't buy any more Pokeballs. Alright, Quagsire and Sanskrit ruins. Quagsire. Type that in. I'll take that. That'll be very helpful, Mon, if... Well, a very helpful backup, Mon, if something goes wrong. I want to find a fire type. I think that would be very helpful for my... team. Heal my Pokemon at the PC. Heal, and... thank you very much for watching. I will return again on Friday. I gotta get to editing and cleaning the house. Appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a nice day.